Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
You're not up, you're fucking down. And if you're down, I'm here to pick you up.
I don't care what it is. If you survived it, you standing there talking about it, it's cash money.
Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Don't be blind to no situation that's in your face. If you feel like your gut feeling is this, go with it.
The ship does not sink because of the water around. The ship will sink because of the water that gets in. So for me, I don't allow the water that's outside to get in my ship and sink it.
I can't help that these motherfuckers is soft.
Having purpose. I know what my purpose is. And when you're in your purpose, if anything fall on you, then it fall on you. At least you know you were where you were supposed to be.
And with that, I said, move on. Get your life together. Get your life together. Get your life together.
Not there yet. When you get there, you gonna know when you got there. But you cannot get comfortable.
The greatest thing you could do is listen while you winning. We get that paper, motherfuckers throw the drip on, they got the money, they got all the chicks going crazy, everybody screaming their name, and they go deaf. Nothing can penetrate you.
I just tell myself it's okay to not be okay, as long as the goal is to get out that stage, get out that box, get out that space. That's how I fight with my demons.
It's another me mentally that everybody don't experience.
They ain't got no self-esteem. And then they come being mad at me because I got self-esteem. I'm confident, I'm strong. They're just gonna have to deal with it. And if they don't want to deal with me, block me.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I'm lit.
Yo, Stoner in the hot box, aka Light Buddha Mike, aka you know what it is. What up, King?
What up, dog?
How you been, doggy?
Been good. I just got to the spot right now, bro. I just got
Hey, nice. All right, I'm gonna start the intro though real quick.
Yeah. Do your thing, bro.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna be.
Fish on the ride of my back like a Mustang. I gotta watch on my wrist is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight at a time. See ya. But I send my baby to bring it right round. See ya.
Yes, sir. What up, Jen? What up, DJ? What up? How you been, though, Brody? If you there, holla at me. If not, I got a video for us. Hit it.
Demonstration of water surface tension. Oh my goodness, it's gonna overflow! It's not! How's it not overflowing? There's more water on there than there is penny. I think the next drop is done! No! When's it gonna pop? How is this possible? There's more water than penny. It's bigger, it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop right now.
Yeah. No, you know, we had to show a little bit of that surface tension and shit, you know. I said, yes, I get the heater. So I got me a little space heater over here and shit, but I don't use it because we got good air conditioning and shit. As long as my shit's like 70 to 72, I'm good.
Yeah. I had to get me some bud today too, Dodge. I grabbed 2 of them shits.
Oh yeah.
At the dispensary, bro. I grabbed that shit. I got the pineapple flavor.
make sure my streams are okay. Okay.
This is what I do, bro. I be fighting with my hair, bro, and sometimes I be hating that shit.
Man, that's a long hair problem, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro.
Said we will be negative 25 tomorrow. Ain't on that shit. Hell no, Jen. I'm not on that shit either. It's gonna be like 25 degrees over here though. So catch a flight over to Springfield, Illinois. You'll be good. Peace. What up, Nudie?
We just got a snowstorm over here in fucking Boston. We're supposed to get another one on Sunday.
Hell yeah.
It's on the north. It's like on the northeastern side though. Like on the northeastern side, we getting that shit, dog.
He says 10 degrees in Jersey. I don't even want to check the weather here, bro.
Listen, the weather over here.
It's -3.
It's cold as over here in New England.
It was snowing earlier. No, it's still snowing. There's a little drift snow. Little drift snow, nothing bad, nothing good though. You know what I'm saying? Let's play this next video. Let's get it.
But you know what people skid past real fast, man? Those underground tunnels in New York with the Jews. You feel like it's a whole city down there? Yeah. I mean, not cities like this, but you know they probably got the hospitals down there, all like kitchens, theaters, freak off rooms, all that.
Damn. That nigga said freak off roads and all that. Two Menendez. Hey, but you know that's a topic of tonight, y'all. Oh, you say he capping? He ain't capping, dude. Let me show you some of these videos of these alleged.
Nah, bro, he ain't capping, bro. There's multiple videos, bro. There's like at least 100 of them shits out there, bro.
Bro, it ain't even just that, bro. It's more than that. It's a lot more.
I'm not, but I'm just saying, there's like 100 different videos of these motherfuckers doing the tunnel shit, and then there's videos of the police going over there raiding this shit, bro.
Yep. Shit, this one might be it. No, that's not it. This one is all that shit in New York. How they got these niggas just living for free in the country using American taxpayer dollars. You feel me? Shoes. What up?
They got everything for free, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. These motherfuckers ain't even Jews. These is Jewish. You know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers is the fakes, not the real. We the real. We the real. Israel is us. You know what I'm saying? It's not them.
What do you do for work?
I'm a student.
How do you afford to raise 3 kids while being a student?
God help me.
Does the American taxpayer help you too?
Also, yes.
This is Curious Joel, a village of 44,000 Hasidic Jews in upstate New York that primarily speak Yiddish. Women have 7 kids on average. It's one of the fastest growing towns in America, with many men religiously studying the Torah full-time and rely on state assistance and welfare programs to feed and house their massive families. How many kids do you have? 7? How do people afford to have so many kids here?
They don't afford, they help each other. We opened 2 groceries called Mitre. We're giving them 50% discount.
Like, how many kids per family?
10, 12, 14, 15.
Oof. I'm trying to figure out how you guys afford to have so many kids, though.
I'm struggling.
You struggling?
Some of them are being supported by community members.
Yes. How do people afford to have such big families, though?
The same.
What do you mean? How long does the prayer last?
To go from 6 o'clock in the morning until the night.
When do they work if they're praying all day?
They're not praying all day.
How do you afford to raise 3 kids while being a student?
Because I work very hard. God help me.
Does the American taxpayer help you too?
Also, yes.
Housing assistance or Section 8, EBT, SNAP, Medicare?
Yes.
Could I move here as a non-Hasidic Jew?
It's not true.
It's not true?
No, nobody can stop you. You're not going to be comfortable.
But would someone actually rent or sell me a house out here? Unlikely, right?
not unlikely. I mean, unlikely maybe. I can't.
Okay.
You know, these people they like to take your stuff, you know, and say this. And if you try to take it back, they sue you. You know why? Because they create the system that we use. The system is meant for them. It's not meant for us. These people do not care for us. For us, we're Goyle. We're not easy. You know, we're not the peoples. They think we are mud, but we are not mud.
Do most people come in here and use EBT? Yeah. What would be your estimate?
100%.
100%? Welcome to Curious Joel, an ethnically homogenous village of only Hasidic Jews in upstate New York and one of the poorest towns in America, with 40% of the residents living beneath the federal poverty line and rely heavily on welfare programs to feed and house their massive families.
Why do you think that most people have your welfare?
The more kids you have, the more money you'd get if you're in those programs?
It's not because people are defrauding. When you have larger families, you can qualify in a bigger percentage.
100%. I'm arguing a lot of the taxpayers are paying for their children in the form of SNAP, EBT, and healthcare in the form of Medicaid.
I got it, and I want to answer you.
Agreed,
If
yeah.
you take all business people, successful business people, just from Curious Joel, their taxes covers everything that we take back. The Jewish people that you claim, they're employing like over 1,000 people. They pay a lot of property tax. They can say, oh, this person has 6 kids. Look how much grants they receive from the government. But you look at their expenses, then you see it's a different ball game. It just helps you to survive. It pushes through.
Excuse me. Do you guys take EBT?
We do.
What percentage of people would you say use EBT for their groceries here?
100%.
100%? What percentage would you say?
But not 100.
Because 100's too much, right? What would be your estimate?
35%.
You'd say overall, the Hasidic Jewish community is a financial positive.
Contributing to the
Contributing to
United
society.
States.
It seems we have found the cancer of our society. Yes. Very, very, very leechy of our constituents in this land, yes. Finding insurgencies everywhere. It's very mind-boggling. But tell me, why do they speak like they're from Russia? It's weird, yes. It's very weird. They dress like from Russia. They act like they're from Russia. They don't care about cold like we do. Yo, what up, Caden? We good though. We good people. They just don't like us. It's okay though.
Yes, hello. I'm asking men what they do for a living out here. Are most people here?
What number?
Oh, it's just my name, Tyler. I'm just asking Hasidic Jews out here because I know.
Not for you.
What do you mean?
People are not gonna answer you because.
What do most men do here for work? Is it they study the Torah?
No, most people are working in Amazon like this.
CNN? No, I just have a YouTube channel. The mere presence of a goyim was sufficient to raise suspicion. Question for you: what do most men do for work here? Are they rabbis?
No,
this is working.
No.
What do they do? Because I'm trying to talk to people, just figure out what the main industry is.
A lot of them.
Can you give me some ideas?
Oh, go outside.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to talk to folks like you. How you make your money and afford to raise your families.
Rolls.
What?
54 rolls.
But then I finally met this guy who gave me some wisdom.
Everything people do.
What do you do for a living?
Billboards.
How long does the prayer last? And when do people go to work?
People go from 9 o'clock in the morning, from 6 o'clock in the morning until the night.
So how do they pay their bills?
How they pay the bills? By working.
Well, when do they work if they're praying all day?
They're not praying all day. So you have a lot of people coming in the morning and going into work, then coming back to pray. You have a lot of people coming in the morning to pray. They have people just waking up late.
I see,
From
okay.
having a big community.
So you own a billboard company?
Yes.
How do people afford to have like 10 kids out here?
The community is based on this. So
Okay, so is it wealthy members of the community give charity?
Yes, mostly. That's the way.
Are most people on Medicaid, SNAP, EBT? Let's be honest.
I don't know. I can't speak for other people.
What about you?
I'm not going to tell about myself.
Okay.
A lot of these folks have business there. Not all of them. Okay. Some of them.
But there's a lot of you guys, right?
Some of them are being supported by community members.
Okay. What's the big industry for women out here? Is it childcare? Because I notice Mexicans seem to work like retail, construction. Many men will tell me my wife works, but I do not.
That's not true.
That's what they told me though. They themselves.
The first 2 years after they get married.
Okay.
Only the first 2 years.
Okay.
And then they go work. Most men.
Okay. All right. How many kids do you have? I'm gonna guess you have 13. they all vote unanimously in favor for it. Look at this. There's a car accident every 5 seconds. Some of the driving out here is horrendous. It's truly terrible. What do the Jewish people here do for work, from what you've seen? Do they just pray, or?
No. So yes, they pray every single day, and then they walk every single day after this matter.
After they pray, they go to work?
Yeah. They drive in a school bus and a transit bus.
That's crazy, man. Hasidic Jews in New York City. New York City. You never think they'd have Hasidic Jews in New York City. They got them. They got them. Just like them Ninja Turtles shit. They got them. I don't want to talk about them Ninja Turtles, but they got them, man. What happened?
I'm gonna bust my ass on that.
Yeah, that would have been funny. Give me some views. No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me or you sound low as shit, bro.
I sound low? Might be you. You got your headset on?
I ain't got no headset on, bro. I got your speaker.
That'd probably be why.
Yeah, but on speaker, bro, you be mad loud, bro.
Yeah, my shit's on wired headset. My shit shouldn't be anything wrong with mine.
Maybe it's me, bro. I gotta turn up something.
Never know. What up, though? Said, like it or not, they are a community that takes care of their own. We have a huge sect of Hasidic Jews people here in Cincinnati, like one whole community. You know why you have? It's like you gotta think. Like, I like how they get down, but I just don't like how they're getting over. You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem with the Jewish people. Hasidic Jewish people are good people. You know what I'm saying? To an extent, you know. I don't like their religious practices. The whole biting off the skin and all that shit. That's not what I do. I don't like none of that. And like getting paid to study the Torah, something's wrong with that part. You know what I'm saying? Because I should be able to get paid for playing One Piece, but I seem to be paying more money into it than, you know. So something ain't right, man. It's like could be studying the Torah myself, I guess. You know, shit. How much he get paid? That's fucked up though. I digress.
I think we finally figured out why the sky looks black when you get above the atmosphere. And it has nothing to do with deep space, and it has everything to do with what the prophet Isaiah said when he was speaking about the heavens from our Father's perspective. And he says, I clothe the heavens with blackness, and I make sackcloth their covering. This was thousands of years ago when this was spoken, and it wasn't until recent times that people were able to go up above our atmosphere and prove that. And so this is just more proof that our Father and his prophets knew more about creation than mankind for thousands of years. If you want to learn more about the firmament, check out our playlist in the description or go to creationstandard.com to join some biblical earth and life science classes with us, or you can ask us questions in the comments. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Just showing on sprites and electricity from our firmament, you know what I mean? Like, since we in an enclosed system, they act like we ain't. But yet we are in a container where there's lightning storms and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's all coming from the land. Source of energy is Mother Earth, or Mother Land, however you want to call it. Forgive yourself for not knowing then what you know now. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Flat and affirmative, exactly.
Black people are hung up with the concept that they are human beings just like us. You are not. They are not. They are human beings shaped by a condition of history. And you are human beings shaped by a condition of history. And you are shaped by an environmental condition and by a cultural condition. And if you understand something which I've gone over repeatedly, but I still think you missed the point, that all of us are shaped by three meanings of history. The people of the sand, the people of the sun, and the people of the ice. The Europeans are still the people of the ice to this day. The Africans are still the people of the sun to this day. The Arabs are still the people of the sand to this day. And each one of us acts according to the environment that produced us. And you still act with the sentiment and the beautiful humanity that came out of that sun. And maybe we have spent too much time expecting the sun in the sand, in the ice, to get together. We should let each one fall in its respective place and stay there.
How can I share?
What happened?
Oh no, I'm trying to see how can I share this. Oh, let me get better. Oh, I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. See, everybody is a product of their environment, basically. That's what the guy was saying. You know what I'm saying? And what made you basically raised you. You know what I'm saying? What raised you basically taught you who to be. You just have to be your own person when you come to the terms of who you are. You know what I'm saying? You created the character. You might as well finish playing the game.
Taken not just out of the books. Like when people say, oh, they took it out of the books. Nigga, they didn't just take pages out of a book. They literally took hours off the clock. They took days out the week. They took nigga, fuck just hiding a paragraph. Nigga, they told you that your birthday was 2 months later than it is. Every month is actually 2 months earlier. For example, October is really the 8th month. It's not the 10th. But they got it in the 10th place. But octo means 8, like octopus, 8 arms, octagon. So August the 30th, which is my birthday, is actually the day that the spider came to Earth. That's actually the real day of Halloween, because it's not Hollow, it's Halo. But they put Halloween 2 months after that, which is in October, the 10th. But really, Halloween is supposed to be August 30th. So the real calendar, if you want to figure it out, just take every month and minus 2 numbers from it, and that's the real place that it goes. So like December is not the 12th month. December is really the 10th. October is not the 10th, it's really the 8th. August is really the 6th. So, and that's why Cancer, and matter of fact, he brought up Cancer, Mel brought up Cancer. What is the symbol? What is the symbol for Cancer? 69, 69. And what's the 3 numbers of Satanism? 666. And where did they get that from? Because the inverted 69 mean as above, so below. Because your physical and your mental is getting cancer, little do you know, because somebody is putting parasites and carcinogens in your water. And then the number 6 that you don't know, I mean the third number 6 is the 6 hours that they took off the day. because it's 30 hours in a day. It's not 6. It's not 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. It's 15 hours of day and 15 hours of night. But somebody shaved 3 hours off the day and shaved 3 hours off the night. Then they took that 3 hours and split that shit in half. So they got somebody getting an extra hour and a half and an extra hour and a half twice during the day and an extra hour and a half and an extra hour and a half twice during the motherfucking night. So that's 1.5 times 4. Or if you break that down in minutes, that's 45 minutes times 8. So somebody getting an extra 45 minutes out your ass 8 times every motherfucking day cycle because they lied to you about how long a day is and how long a week is.
When are people going to realize that Western tropical astrology is completely BS? It is 23.5 degrees off from the actual position of the constellations, which means that most people don't know what their actual zodiac sign is because they're using the wrong form of astrology. Vedic astrology accounts for the precession of the equinoxes, which allows us to see the actual positioning of the constellations.
Yeah, we gonna have to look into Vedic astrology.
Yeah, bro, he ain't lying, bro. He ain't lying about this.
That seems like something that we should know. I mean, as long as I'm still a Capricorn, I don't give no fucks.
Yeah.
No cap.
Yeah, I got the what is it? I got the Chinese zodiac over here.
Which one are you?
I'm the dragon.
Oh, that's my mom is. See, I'm the son of a dragon, but I'm an ox. So I'm basically like an ox dragon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the dragon. So the year of the dragon falls on. Let's see. The year of the dragon. What is that? I'm just looking at it. It falls on. So from 1988, 1976, from 1964 to 1992 to 1940 to 2000 to 2024. Which is crazy. So I was born in 88. So that right there already falls on that year.
Yeah, my mom's. You said 40? 1940?
Yeah, 1940. Yeah, that's what it said on it.
Yeah, that's when she is.
That's crazy.
I think that's it. 40.
Nah, but he ain't lying about that shit though. That 69 shit, bro. That was above, so below. That shit was true.
Are you sure it wasn't like another what was in between 40 and your birthday?
Alright, hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Because it might be like 52 or some shit.
So, alright, I'm gonna tell you right now. 1988, right? 1976, 1964.
So yeah, it wasn't 76.
1952 and then 1940.
Yeah, 1952.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's 1952. That's what made me think. I'm like, wait, not 1940. That's an old ass lady right there. My mom's only like 70 years old. Shit.
So the last one on the bottom is 1940 to 1952.
Yeah.
And then
because hers was 52 and mine was 85. Because I'm 33 years after she was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, and my favorite number is 3.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell is my favorite number, bro. I don't even think I got a favorite number.
But I'm gonna play this video.
Are you excited to become a United States citizen? No. Do you know the history of Greenland? What is the history of Greenland?
Do you know the history of Greenland?
I know that Denmark.
You know only Denmark?
I only know the part that Denmark bought it.
Bought it?
Or is
Bought it? Denmark bought it.
Did they buy it or no?
No, they colonized it.
They colonized
yeah.
it.
In 1721.
They colonized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know that Denmark has
They experimented with children. Yeah, and
Really?
many different stuff. Yeah. Also the Americans, they left. Hvordan siger man tønder?
Barrels.
Yeah, they left barrels in nature all over the place, and the radioactivity they drop from the plane, and I don't know, we don't really want to be American or Danish.
Would you guys be able to survive economically without a country like Denmark?
If you look
guys?
at the economical situation in Greenland, you can think about many different stuff, because if we should look at the most like money we get in Greenland, it's from fish. So we export the fish from Greenland and we give it to Denmark, and then they sell it for like 4 times higher price. So if we should talk about economic situation, we can also talk about FN, or how you say it in English, UN, how Denmark gets advantages with paying UN because military bases. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, man. Nick Shirley, everybody. Getting that straight from the green source. Well, the Iceland, I should say, is Greenland, but it's Iceland. Yeah.
All right, so there's a new conspiracy going around, bro.
Which one is that?
So the reason why we're getting all this crazy ice, cold weather, I'm hearing that Greenland has an artificial spaceship that's
Well,
controlling
it's not
this shit.
artificial. It's an artificial weather machine from the spaceship.
Yeah, you know that. And this is
But I
why we're
digress.
getting so much like cold weather and snow and all that cyclone and all that crazy stuff, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
we already know why. We already know why they want fucking Greenland so bad, bro. The Leviathan is close to Greenland.
Well, no, the turtle head is the crown of Greenland.
Yeah, no, so there's like I'm gonna show you the picture later after this shit, bro. So I found a picture on Google Map, and
I got a lot of pictures of those.
It looks like a big ass. It looks like a big ass fucking seahorse, bro.
But did you see Turtle Island though?
I didn't see that one though, but I seen an island that looks like a big ass fucking seahorse.
See, Turtle Island is like America with Canada, and Greenland is the head.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you actually pay attention to Antarctica, the tail of what's that, Brazil, and then the head of Brazil, or by Argentina, there's 2 snake heads. Not one. There's 2 snake heads, which is the symbol of the snake eating its tail.
Yeah.
And this is an infinity sign of the land.
Right.
Which is what I'll be showing sometimes. Basically, it's what the never-ending story showed us, because that's what Atreyu carried around his neck. And that's what Kyle been telling us the whole time. He saw the shit before he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, but it's crazy, bro, because they putting it in our face. All right, so all these Titan creatures from the King Kong and versus Godzilla, bro, those are all the Titan creatures these motherfuckers are talking about now, bro.
Yeah. We got Zunisha, the elephant land. I showed that shit up here not too long ago. That was pretty, like, you could see the damn skull of the elephant rock. You know what I'm saying? It was. Then you got the Kong land where you could see the fucking skulls of the monkeys and shit, which could be fabricated. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of white guys like to do that shit when they're exploring and annexing land. You know what I'm saying? They like say, "Hey, what up, Frank? Frank in the building."
Well, the other movie too, fucking Pacific Rim, bro. They've been talking about creatures that's living in the motherfucking ocean, bro. Like they showed in that motherfucking movie too, bro. They talk about creatures that been living in the fucking ocean, bro.
And that's what it is everything's coming up from under us. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
the only way to get out is from down. You gotta go down to get up.
bro. All these crazy moves that they've been making, bro. They've been showing us, and they put in our faces, bro. Like it ain't nothing, bro. Like, hey, we're gonna put it in your face. Just know that that's what they are.
Yo, what up, Michael Hauser? Got Mike and Frank in the building.
So we got King Kong versus Godzilla. We got Pacific Rim, bro, that talks about Antarctica and these creatures living over there.
Godzilla really started it off. Really, Godzilla started it off.
Yeah, true.
So when they were making all these movies and shit, I think that's when we were actually gaining the knowledge. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they started suppressing the knowledge once we figured out that maybe this isn't just for entertainment purposes. But they had to keep bringing it out through the engine, which is Hollywood, for the masses so that they could program us into creating that reality.
So remember the all right, so I don't even know which one it was. I don't know if it was part 2, like King Kong versus Godzilla. Remember when the motherfuckers in the helicopter, bro?
Mm-hmm.
And they went through the storm, bro, to get to the other side, bro?
Yeah.
I think that's where they coming from, bro.
Yeah, from the Crystal Land?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Crystal Land is Terabithia, if you will. Let's just say like this: everything in there slows down time. Time is slowed down, but everything happens same pace. You know what I'm saying? It's just you don't age as fast. You're doing a lot more shit in less time, and that. But like I said, that's how I see it. Because that's for me. That's what Hyperborea is. You know what I'm saying?
And then they talk about that they found like a place, like an island at Antarctica where time goes backwards instead of forward.
And that would make sense, but I think that's from the cloning. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like we could clone you. We'll make time go backwards. Just drink this juice and then put this around your neck.
That's why, bro. They trying to refreeze and shit, bro. Like, what do you think is so much cold ass weather, bro? They trying to refreeze this shit, bro. Cause they know this shit.
What they're doing is they're panicking because the snake's moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
The two snakes is moving. So what he's doing is he trying to pop one of them bitches in the eye. Hopefully that motherfucker wake up, right? That way it moves a little. When it moves a little, it's gonna send them shock waves so it give us a new mud flood. You know why? Because they not gonna let us keep this information. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna let us keep this information. So I'm gonna keep it up.
Now,
So the dragon.
you know, I just did a video about the frequency, and people starting to have.
All right.
Dragon with the 7 heads from Godzilla.
Yeah.
That's in the Bible too, bro. That's in the Bible, bro.
All that shit's in the Bible because it talks about dragons. It don't talk about dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying?
They talk about the
Talks
dragon.
about leviathans and dragons.
And then they talk about this creature that has a lion head with a dragon body with wings or some shit, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. With flames and all
But
this
you can tell too, a lot of our volcanoes and shit, like they said, that shit's dragons. Those are dead dragons and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy, bro, because in the movie they showed this shit coming out of the fucking volcano, bro, which is crazy. That's another thing.
He said the movie called The Gate is another movie. It's an 80s flick. Yeah, that's why he's trying to get Greenland, because these motherfuckers, look at the Rothschilds are the ones who are up there. That's why you see the little I would call that nigga Polynesian, but he look Eskimo. You know what I'm saying? Cause that nigga, hey, real talk, that nigga looked Polynesian, didn't he? It was just a weird look on it. Like, damn, is that Kyle's people right there, bro? The way he was talking, you got that haka in him. You know what I'm saying?
It might be, bro. It might be, bro. It might be because Kyle was talking about this shit a while back, bro. Like he was
Wow,
going off
man.
about this shit. He's been talking
Hey,
about this
but
shit
vice
way before
versa.
anybody started talking about it.
But vice versa, because I was talking about the shit. That's why me and him got along so quick. I'm like, hold on, bro. You can't be saying shit like that on here because you're going to get us kicked off, man. We got to say shit in a different way. Yeah.
Dragon, bro. Dragon.
Hell yeah. When you dragging balls all over her face. I'm sorry about that.
Yo.
Yep, Kiz has an eye in his hand and gets chased by a demon because he opened a gate to the inner gate. Oh, the inner earth. Oh, hell yeah. The the Peagle, the half lion with wings and all that.
What other movies talking about creatures of Titan, bro? There's so many movies out there that talk about this. I'm trying to know everything.
Yeah, Clash of Titans, all that shit talked about
Yeah,
that
Clash
shit.
of Titans. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That was
That
another
one gave us all the shit because that's who you gotta remember. All this Greek shit comes from back in like the Apollonian times. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when we were really sun worshiping, fucking thunderbolt worshiping, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got struck by Zeus. He was doing some bad shit. You know what I mean? All that nigga had was a high iron diet. That's all, and no cover. He could have saved his life if he stayed inside the cave.
Fucking what other movie too, bro?
Pegasus, yeah. Immortals
so
did
much,
too. Yeah, that was
so
a good
much,
movie. Immortals.
so much movies out there that talks about creatures. So many.
What was that one with the flat Earth in the beginning?
Yeah. He was standing on the flat earth, bro, in that movie, bro.
Yeah, and then dude had like the chariot with the sun right behind the sun and shit. He's like, I'm trying to chase away the shadows.
Yeah.
And then that right there reminded me of Never Ending Story because that's what it was about. You have to give the land a name, which is what God gave us the power to do, is give stuff name, and then it would have less power because we gave it a name. I mean, we would be able to control it. But no, I digress. You go ahead.
I thought, bro, I didn't even mean to cut you off. I know
You didn't need to cut me off. I was ending it right there. That's why I said, but.
That movie Doom.
Oh yeah.
With the worm, dog. That's another one.
Shit, if you want to say like that, Tremors.
And that's not even the first movie that shows the worm. Remember Star Wars? They show the worm in that movie too.
Yep. Because those were what are they called it? What was it called? What's it called, Dust?
Yeah, dust worms or sandworms or some shit like that.
Pitch Black was also, yeah. But y'all remember that damn it, I just called the movie and shit. Tremors. You remember that movie?
Yeah, I remember that.
That movie right there was the shit. And that's what made me think about like mud flooding and all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because they talked about that shit, like the worms and all that shit can't be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? They can only be. That's a Leviathan. That's a fucking Leviathan. Starship Troopers too. Yeah, that was the shit.
What was that classic movie, bro? When the little boy was riding a white dragon, bro. That's a classic movie. And then the trees come alive, bro, and all that crazy shit, bro. It was like little creatures, bro. Like there was so much creatures in that movie.
The only one that I'm thinking of when you say that is fucking. But he's riding Falcor and shit. But that's never in the story.
The white dragon that talks. Yeah.
That's never in the story. That we already named that. That's what I'm like. That's that one. Because he had the rock people that rode on the tricycles and shit. Then nigga had baby, in the next movie and shit. He's like, oh shit.
There's another one. I don't know if you watched this. Moses. They show the rock. They show the rock creatures too, bro, in that movie, bro.
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, Moses.
Yeah,
where he had built the boat. Yeah.
I'll tell you something, bro. 'Cause they put that shit in the movie, bro. They put it in there. The rock people, bro, like the big old rocks that was walking with him, bro.
Hell yeah. But shit, I'm gonna play this video real quick.
Now, if you follow me, you know I just did a video about the frequency and people starting to have strokes, heart attacks, blood clots, and we all know that COVID is on the rise again. Check this out.
Y'all, this is not a joke. I died on Tuesday. I'm 38 years old and I had a stroke. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. I woke up Tuesday outside of my body, watching me, like standing over myself, like, oh, we not in there.
Seeing more stroke patients and COVID's getting ready to... Don't you ever call me a liar. And as always, TikTok, it was just my imagination. Yeah, running away with me. And this is for entertainment purposes only. But remember this, you can Google anything. I wonder what radio frequency waves do to red blood cells. Google it. Now, if you follow me, you know I just did a video about the frequency.
Yeah, I remember that one too. He said Gods of Egypt. That was nice. See, I remember Dark Crystal, the one with David Bowie in it. And then he had another one. What was that one called? Because that was my favorite one.
Yeah, Dark Crystal was my shit, bro.
The Labyrinth. That's that one. That's that one, Shoes. That's that one, Shoes. That Labyrinth was that hit because it had Lugo in it. That motherfucker that would call the rocks. Ugly ass fucking horn nigga with hair everywhere. Looked like a Sasquatch.
I like Dark Crystal, bro, because simple fact how they talk about, she's like, there's gonna be 3 suns and then there's gonna be a conjunction.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that conjunction is when we get our power because the veil lifted. And the other thing is too, it shows us how they were doing the Beanoboam harvesting and shit. Because that's how they were getting their life extended. They were just unaliving a lot of things. Put it into the crystal, and the crystal ended up giving them the life. And then it ended up cracking because of all the dark energy.
Yeah, that movie was telling the truth in that movie too, bro. Like, people just watch that shit like it's just a movie. Bro, that shit.
See,
I got subliminal messages in there, bro. You just gotta read between the lines.
One of my favorites was Cabin in the Woods because it showed every monster in categorized in boxes and shit. You had a Dark Tower, Stephen King. That shit was a hit. I'm surprised he didn't make the other fucking 7 books.
Thanks. You should.
Cause I read all them bitches. That was my jam.
Yeah. I haven't read none of them. I just seen the movie and I just watched it.
Man, bro. Look. In my defense, I was locked up. I didn't have a TV. So, gotta educate yourself. Learn how to read. It's good for you anyways. And the thing is, I didn't want to look like Kai Cenat. You know what I'm saying? You see how that nigga looking? He'd be reading slow as hell like, Frank, you watch Greenland 2 yet, bro? You know what I'm saying? Instead of like, damn, Dark Tower showed a lot as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. See how quick that was? It was like dude said it.
You talking about Greenland the movie?
Yeah, Greenland 2. He said, Frank, you watch Greenland 2 yet, bro?
Nah, I only watched part 1. I haven't watched part 2 yet.
I've watched part 2.
I gotta watch part
Can
two.
I
I
can I
want
be honest with you? Remember the first term when he said he should go for Greenland? He wants to buy Greenland because he heard Greenland was for sale. He's like, how much is Greenland? I want to buy it. And then everybody's like, no, you can't buy that, man. Come on, Don, stop playing. He was serious. He don't have to buy it no more. See, if they want our protection, you know what I'm saying? We'll let you do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You do you. You just another state to us. Real talk. You just another state. You need help, we help. But anything beyond our means, shit. What the fuck did you do that for? Yeah? You didn't have to do all that. Shit. We worked this out in an agreement, signed a contract. Guys, this is a business plan, you know what I'm saying? We trying to make America great again. Greenland is part of America. Always has been. You know what I'm saying? Just like Canada always has been. Mexico always has been. Even South America always has been America.
Denver, they trying to buy California, bro.
You know why? Because of the scummy ass nigga that they got in there. And it's good fertile land for growing weed. They know that ocean grown shit got something to it.
Yeah, they trying to go after California, bro. Denver, bro.
Not only that, but I'm pretty sure their underground tunnel system is like technically straight to Denver. You know what I'm saying?
And once they if they do buy California, bro, a whole bunch of fucking Denver residents gonna start moving in, bro.
Hey man, it's gonna be good though, cause they gonna be there during the summer, not during the winter. You know what I'm saying? So Denver still gonna be popping during the summer. They going there when they want to snowboard and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't take the snowboarder out of the snow too long, bro. He gonna go back. He gotta surf.
It's crazy though, bro. How shit's going right now, bro. And then another shit, bro. This nigga trying to go after Cuba, bro. He wants the oil over there too, bro.
What do you talk about? That's part of America. It's part of America. Look, we don't want them. We don't want none of these jinks any closer than the fuck they already is. If you close to our land, get the fuck away. We putting up this dome. You come into the dome, zap, real quick. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got clearance over here, homie. You get a zap.
Man. I don't know, dog.
All right, hold on. They wrote. DJ said it's a whole lot of underground cities under LA for real. Whole lot of underground cities everywhere. And of course, like Pet Cemetery and Cujo as well. It says cat's eye. I don't know what you mean by that, Frank. What's the Paul Bearer and silver flying balls with drip? Oh, I remember that movie. What movie was that? It was Phantasma. Yeah. She said, imagine you in Cali and you got land, you plant your weed, and the next thing, the Leviathan wakes up and you just see your crop swimming away. Oh no! Wait. Well, what if this even worse? You plant your crops. You wake up the next day, dude. You just see there's Godzilla's footprint right next to your shit because this bitch gave birth. Then what you gonna do? Cause that motherfucker right next to you. Shit. Said we about to get some dome. Hey, that's I don't. You know what? If Bill Clinton was in the house, no, I think that would be possible. This is Trump. Only thing he gonna do is stick it in the pussy. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck. Insane. He ain't on no kid shit. He ain't on no gay shit, bro. He straight Bush. He straight fucking no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like Only way you could tell it's a female, you gotta see if touch the female. See it, yeah. So y'all seen the beach? No, what's the beach? Wait, I think I have seen the beach. I watch a lot of movies. I ain't gonna lie, DJ.
Yeah, I do too, bro.
I sit down and learn. I learn hard. No diddy. I learn hard through watching information and then figuring out how this shit pertains to life. You know what I'm saying? I got that eye. You know what I'm saying? I got that eye. Yeah, with Leonardo DiCaprio, the beach was when they were growing that weed. That was my shit. I knew it. I'm like, I did it. So she named Leonardo DiCaprio, wasn't that shit? Hell yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah, they called that nigga Daffy Duck. That nigga killed himself. Dumbass nigga. You had all that weed around. You ain't gonna whack yourself, motherfucker. I would have been running through them niggas' fields every night. Shit. Taking that plant. Doot, doot, doot. I'm like, these niggas encroaching on my land. Take these, cover up this little mound right here like it was never there. Because if you leave too much, like, damn, dude, someone cut the root or cut the stalk. You know what I'm saying? I ain't cutting stalk, bitch. I'm running with the whole roots. I'm putting the whole back. So you ain't even gonna see this shit. You like, what the fuck? There's a hole. There's a gopher around here. Yeah, that motherfucker took off with your shit, motherfucker. Go. Swinging that shit with a fucking By that time, dude, I don't think they had drones, but I would have been using a drone. You know what I'm saying? Carting that shit off. Yeah, I love that movie too. That shit was good as fuck. But I'm gonna play some more videos. Wonder where Angela is. Everybody say Angela one time. You know what I'm saying? Call her over here.
Yeah, I'll be back.
All right, Brody.
Well, CNN had to admit the truth, and we all know they hate doing that. For days, the media sold a very specific story. They sold it aggressively. Alex Perry, they said, was nothing more than an innocent bystander, a man standing on the sidewalk with a phone, someone who just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time while federal agents lost control. That story does not survive even basic scrutiny anymore. Even CNN now acknowledges federal authorities already knew him before the shooting, not afterwards, before. And that detail alone blows a hole straight through the narrative Democrats rushed to build. 1 week earlier, he had already confronted ICE agents during an enforcement operation. He did not quietly observe. He inserted himself into the situation, stopped his vehicle, shouted at agents, blew a whistle, and attempted to interfere while arrests were taking place. He even kicked the tail light off of a federal vehicle, it looked like. That encounter turned physical. Medical records reviewed by CNN show treatment consistent with a broken rib. This is not an isolated moment. This is a pattern of behavior. Then when he showed up again, he did so armed, carrying a concealed firearm along with extra magazines. That matters, no matter how much activists want it not to. He was not filming from a distance. He was not passively existing. He was confronting federal officers in the middle of an active operation. More reporting now shows his involvement in organized anti-ICE networks operating through encrypted signal groups, matching aliases, matching online activity, matching professional identifiers, all point in the same direction. These groups did not protest in the abstract. They coordinate, they mobilize, they move people from scene to scene with the explicit goal of obstructing federal law enforcement. At that point, the innocent bystander story collapses completely. No one on the right is celebrating the outcome. The loss of life is always tragic. That does not change, but pretending his own actions played no role is dishonest. Showing up armed, confronting officers, resisting commands, and escalating an already chaotic situation introduces real risk, whether activists like reality or not. This was not a martyr. This was radicalization colliding with the real world. A man convinced federal agents were fascist enemies, encouraged to believe confrontation was heroic, and pushed into reckless decisions by relentless political rhetoric. That narrative did not come from nowhere. It was fed, reinforced, and rewarded right up until reality intervened. Y'all like the video right there? Follow for more. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one.
Said 1408 was good too. Yeah. You ever seen the skeleton key? Where they're over there doing voodoo or hoodoo, whatever you want to call it. It's not voodoo, it's hoodoo. Basically, they're body swapping. Okay. Say like some white people kidnap some little black kids, put the little black kids in a room with a bunch of mirrors, put them in a sunken place. Yeah, Frank, you know what I'm talking about. That had Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell's daughter in there. What's her name? Kate Hudson? No, I think it was Katy Perry. No, I can't remember what's her name. Goddamn, can't remember. Anyways, let's keep moving.
That Jesus is the truth.
So at the Coke store, you can personalize a message. You can put Allah loves you, or you could even put, let me see, let's just try it out. Buddha loves you. But you cannot even type in the word Jesus. We cannot allow this text in the can. Everything else is good though. Even if I put, let's see, Satan. Oh no, bro. Hold on. Satan loves you. You can put that. You can put Satan loves you, Allah loves you, Buddha loves you. But when you type in this word, you can't even type the word in. That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Y'all, this is just more proof that Satan really is the God of this world and he hates Jesus. He doesn't want you to know that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
Yeah. I wonder why he didn't try using like Yahweh or something like that. Like who? I don't know. I digress.
Ooh, I have K. Roger mad at me, one of the largest grocery retail chains in the United States. I walk in today to the store that I usually frequent, and the meat shop guy that I normally talk to, he says, Chris, I can't talk to you no more, dude. Plain and simple. This came all the way up from way, way up and above. I said, well, what do you mean? He said, man, you know, I guess you're making videos. You're making videos. Thank you, folks. Kroger has now heard all the bullshit that we're onto them for. K. Roger, you're a garbage company. You got caught doing garbage things. You mistreat your employees. You got rid of all of the high-paid service positions. Meat cutter, they got rid of all of that. They don't cut their own meat anymore. There's maybe a handful of stores in every state that gets subprimals in and does some cutting. It's nothing like it used to be. It used to be a good trade. Kroger has traded their soul for money.
I mean, I've seen, see, man, the movies and shows that I've seen, tell us that they're going to give us fake food. And the food that they give us is going to have any nutritional value or anything. Y'all seen the guy that saved the chick's life and she sued him for sexual harassment and the judge flipped out on her? Hell yeah, I seen that shit.
Someone that cares about you takes initiative, always. You don't have to tell them anything. They know what you like. They know what you want. They know what you expect. They're going to take initiative. Man or female. Point blank period. If someone cares about you, they're going to go out their way for you. And that's the power of love. Love is poison. Love is pain. And if you love someone and you fully devote yourself to them and you don't lie to them and you do everything in your power to be there for them fully, and they know that, and you don't play mind games with them, it's no longer fun. They like fun. They don't like anything simple. So they like someone that's going to be an asshole. They like someone that doesn't have time for them and won't give them attention. They like everything that makes their minds race. I know what it feels like to be alone. I mean that, like, I know what it feels like to wake up somewhere where you're not supposed to be, around people you're not supposed to be around, and be around. You could be around 1 million people, just like me, you, or bro, or my manager. We could be around 1 million people and still be alone. I know what that felt. I knew what that felt like, and I knew what it felt like being on the verge of wanting to end it all, but being too pussy to do it.
I know how it feels to be alone. I know how it feels to be around people and feel alone. Like, I'll be around 1 million people and I'll, like, still feel alone. Like, even sometimes, like, alright, like, I'll go out, even with my own friends, like, my previous friends, and I just would feel alone. And I've just, like, you know, I'm in a position now where I was friends with a lot of people and I kind of felt abandoned. I've seen people choose material items over me. I've seen people choose status quo over me. I've seen people like when you give them ultimatums, they just choose everything besides you.
So wise. No reason why he had to die. He could have kept that kid alive. Much as I can, but not totally. Shoes, I've been saying that from the, yeah, for real. We all been saying that. Did I tell you guys I know how to make that seitan? It's basically like not meat, but it looks and tastes like meat if you cook it with certain stuff. Yeah. So I just had a good talk about crabs in the bucket story with my son because he got in trouble at school. I think I told him all who you think are friends are not always real friends. Well, what it is just because you think they're your friends doesn't mean they're going to have your best interest at mind or in heart. You know what I'm saying? Because these kids today, they're ready to send off people. You know what I'm saying? So do y'all think Wild Wild West with Will Smith was about technology back in the West? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Angela, yo, we were asking about you, trying to bring you in. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get it in, but let's keep moving.
It only took 1 week from when a trap was set until it was sprung for Donald Trump to bring every single grifter, every single fake MAGA, every single rhino Republican, every single Democrat, every single oligarchy-controlled propagandist to walk right into it, to show themselves. It only took 1 week, and we're here. So maybe they weren't done after all. Based on the ridiculous amounts of publicity given to Jeffrey Epstein, I've asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. The scam perpetrated by the Democrats should end right now. Well, it appears that while we all wanted to see the files, Donald Trump wanted to see something very different. We wanted to find out what was in them. And what Donald Trump wanted to do is find out what the board looked like, to see who was real, who wasn't real, who was on his side, who wasn't on his side. And a hell of a lot of people failed the test. And now we're going to see what was in the files. The problem is, I don't think there's anything there.
He might be right. But I don't think so. See, still moving back and forth, Angela. Yeah, what was that movie called? Oh, shit. Frank, you got me thinking, dude. Wasn't it like Galaxy Quest or some shit? Yeah, see, Shoes. Me and Shoes is on wavelength, bro. That was a good movie, though. I don't even know why I even remembered it. Well, it's because I remember the name. That's why I knew it's a good movie. So, yeah.
It is. And you know what makes it holographic? Photons produced by the sun. So, in case you don't know the science behind how you see, photons enter into the retina of your eyes.
Yeah.
They travel by your optic nerves back into the center of vision, and they project out that which you think you see. Now, why is this important? You can't even look directly into the sun without your goddamn eyeballs burning out your goddamn sockets. So even when we dealing with, even when we dealing with physical reality and how it's experienced, you can't even look directly into that which is creating this illusion without getting the body that you're using to experience this illusion motherfucking damaged. So you don't belong here, whether it's real or not. Now, let me continue. You said, we talking about God, right? God. God don't know you. God does not know you. You don't even know you. When we talking about Kool-Aid, once again, nature does not rain Kool-Aid. Nature has no relationship to Kool-Aid. You cannot charge nature with criminal possession of having some goddamn Kool-Aid. Nature don't have that. The universe does not know you. Melanin is condensed sunlight. I'm gonna keep stressing this motherfucker. Period. Melanin is condensed sunlight. Even your heart, your organs, your glands, all of ours are coated in melanin. Yours are not. Our DNA is coated in melanin. Yours is not. So with that being said, the natural physiological structure of a being on this planet to be most successful naturally will be a melanated being. Not only are you non-melanated, you are non-human. So God does not know you. You don't even know you. Now, when you say we're supposed to see all things as equal, that is a white lie. And that comes from your misunderstanding of this world, because you are not of this world. Even the word mankind, a kind of man. You're not a full man. So if we say we're supposed to see, even when you say we're supposed to see all things as equal, right? Even the animals, some motherfucking animals ain't natural. For example, a mule is a cross between a donkey and a horse. Am I supposed to see the goddamn mule equal to the goddamn horse? Is I'm supposed to see a liger, which is is I'm supposed to see a liger, which is a cross between a damn tiger and a lion, equal to the lion? No. What comes with spirituality is insight. Insight is seeing from inside yourself. It's seeing with your soul. When you have insight, you can distinguish that which is natural from that which is unnatural. You know to eat apples and not goddamn apple fucking fruit candies. You know to eat strawberries and not strawberry fruit snacks, because you have insight. I know a goddamn human from a goddamn human mixed with Neanderthal out of insight. I know natural from unnatural because I don't see all things as equal. Because if you see all things as equal, then you see blindly. So your understanding upon how you're supposed to experience the physical world is from your own misunderstanding of being misled by your European predecessors. Nobody sees, or only a goddamn fool will see all things as equal.
No,
What's the whole point? Hold on. What's the
You're-
whole
you're
point?
saying-
Hold on. What's the whole point of having a physical experience if everything was the same? If goddamn water was equal to motherfucking goddamn cranberry juice, there'd be no point of drinking either or. You have to be able to, hold on, you have to be able to distinguish the differentiation within your experience. Now, when it comes to you, as being a European, you still cannot explain where the fuck you come from. Even the evolution theory, y'all keep forgetting the word behind it is theory. And then when you say Darwinism is somewhat natural, no, it's not. Darwinism was created by Charles Darwin.
Yo, what up, Boogie? What up? What up? That kid Durant, can he? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. But hey, he had a good point.
I think I went down a rabbit hole I wasn't supposed to go down today. Everybody is calling this Leviathan a myth, and I truly think that's a mistake. Mind you, I went down this rabbit hole because it keeps popping up everywhere. Maps, sonar anomalies, old text. And once you actually line it up, it stops sounding symbolic and starts sounding more documented. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. In the Bible, the Leviathan isn't described like a fairy tale. Go to Job 41. It spends an uncomfortable amount of time on details. Layered scales so tight nothing can pierce them. A body immune to weapons. Smoke from its nostrils. Fire imagery tied to its breath. And then there's the line that people skip past. God said it was made to play in the sea. Play. That is dominance language. Think about this. Every ancient culture warned us about the ocean. Different names. Same fear. Nobody talks about killing it. They talk about leaving these things alone. Ask yourself why Antarctica stays off limits. Why satellite images glitch. Why deep sea expeditions lose funding when things get interesting. Why movies keep showing us giant sea creatures waking up after ice melts. Nothing here happens by coincidence. This isn't about a monster flipping boats. This is about scale. If a Leviathan that large exists, you don't fight it. You manage it. You do what they said they did. You freeze it, and you hope it never moves. Go back to the text. The Bible doesn't say that the Leviathan was destroyed. It says it was placed, contained, left in the sea. And that's not mythology. That's protocol language. So when this ice starts melting, and the government suddenly rush to explain everything as natural, you should have one question. What happens when the lid comes off? Think about all the earthquakes that was happening. Think about the huge underwater caverns that man has never discovered. They're calling the Leviathan the doomsday monster. Now hear me out. Didn't they just say the doomsday clock just got closer than it ever been to hitting that number where the whole world, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, we get you. So, and waiting on that closure movie, Steven Spielberg coming out with facts. I think everybody waiting for that. Hopefully this damn snake dragon Leviathan stay the fuck asleep.
So the United States just struck another Venezuelan boat. While there's a Category 5 hurricane in the Caribbean. Who's gonna have a 3-motor boat in the middle of the ocean during a Category... Man, let's talk about it. You know the funny thing about all of this is how many Americans will really believe the narrative. If you follow me, I've showed you countless times what was in the Caribbean. And I told you before they got to the Caribbean, here, let me show you what I said 2 years ago. Okay, this was July 2024. If bombing starts in the Gulf of Mexico or the Caribbean Sea, I'll be 100% convinced. What was I talking about? Man, with All these crazy talks about the Leviathan. Y'all know what would top this off?
Frank, man, that terrifying movie. My kids put me on that. I saw it. It was like, what the hell is was this next thing I watched? All there was catch up there. That's what the kids already on shit.
That tragically took the lives of all 7 astronauts on board. And someone allegedly found almost all of those astronauts alive and well. Now, if you'll notice, they all have the exact same faces 30 some odd years later, the same exact name, and they are the same age.
Now let's focus on Dick Scobie for a second, whose full name at the time of the Challenger mission is actually Francis Richard Scobie. If you don't know, Dick is short for Richard, but we'll get to that. Francis Richard Scobie would be around 75 years old if he were alive today. Now this man, Richard, or Dick Scobie, is alive today, and also is currently the age that Francis Scobie would be. Now if you were to show someone these two photos side by side, they would unquestionably believe that it is the same person, right? I mean, just look at the brow, look at the eyes, look at the nose, look at the little gap in the teeth even. Now, Dick Scobie today currently runs an advertising company called Cows and Trees, and this is their logo. Kind of an interesting choice, wouldn't you agree? As of course, many people are making this comparison.
My God. There's been an explosion. 2,900 feet per second, altitude 9 nautical miles, downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
Now, entertaining the possibility that this is some kind of conspiracy, I'm sure back then they didn't really think that the internet would be around today where people could do this kind of research. So
I mean, it is a double-edged sword, technically. You know what I'm saying? It is a double-edged sword. Gotta be careful how you wield it.
Y'all, that winter storm that's coming is a DNA upgrade for us, is a money grab for them. Let me say that again. The winter storm that's coming is a DNA upgrade for us, is a money grab for them. Let's talk about it. Trust me when I tell you that there is no coincidence that a few days ago, we just had one of the biggest solar flares in 20 years. In addition to that, the Schumann resonance is off the Richter scale right now. The earth is shifting and we are too. That's probably why right now, many of you are having many panic attacks and you don't even know why, right? Many of you are probably having heart palpitations and heart flutters. You're probably feeling a lot of pressure behind your eyes. You're probably feeling a lot of pressure in the back of your head. You're probably having a lot of ear ringing, okay? You probably have a change in appetite. You are getting all the sleep in the world, but yet you're still waking up exhausted. And the reason why that is happening is because those are ascension symptoms. As the earth is shifting to a higher frequency, so are we, right? Our bodies are shifting, our nervous system is shifting, it's trying to regulate, it's trying to actually recalibrate and get on the same frequency as the earth is getting on, okay? Let me just say this, do not let them people trick you out your spot. Chosen ones, y'all know we've been waiting for a time like this. Let's go.
She right. Yeah, you gotta be like that, man. This is the thing. The now is where we at. You know what I'm saying? Future is where we're gonna be. Past is where we've been. If you keep living in either of those ones, you'll never be in this one. And this is the one that matters. Because this is the one that makes that one. And without this one, you'll never have that one. So what the hell is you doing? Don't waste your time thinking about what's this and that. You know what I'm saying? Think about what we could do right now. Right now.
You was just asking for some change, now you change? Yeah, I told you, yeah, about that money shit is strange.
I don't know how it got in there, but it got in there. Oh, there's another one. So let's see that.
With my bestie, like everything.
Dude, how the hell did all this shit get on my damn thing, man? I don't know. But that's the girl from TikTok, TikTok and Twitch, I guess. Yeah. But I play games with her dad, so we're cool. It said Dead or Alive, aka Brain Dead, 1992. Said don't live in the past, live in the now. Be ready for the future. It's all the motto I use. Yeah.
I think I went down a rabbit hole I wasn't supposed to go down today. Everybody is calling this Leviathan a myth, and I truly think that's a mistake. Mind you, I went down this rabbit hole because it keeps popping up everywhere. Maps, sonar anomalies, old text. And once you actually line it up, it stops sounding symbolic and starts sounding more
Why the fuck this little black dude over here using a voiceover?
Look at this shit. In the Bible,
well, I told you, that's the one over there on the South
Pole. Go to Job 41.
That's the South
It spends an uncomfortable amount of time on details. Layered scales so tight nothing can pierce them. A body immune to weapons. Smoke from its nostrils. Fire imagery tied to its breath. And then there's the line that people skip past. God said it was made to play in the sea. Play. That is dominance language. Think about this. Every ancient culture warned us about the ocean. Different names. Same fear. Nobody talks about killing it. They talk about leaving these things alone. Ask yourself why Antarctica stays off limits. Why satellite images glitch. Why deep sea expeditions lose funding and things get interesting. Why movies keep showing us giant sea creatures waking up after ice melts. Nothing here happens by coincidence. This isn't about a monster flipping poles. This is about scale. If a Leviathan that large exists, you don't fight it. You manage it. You do what they said they did. You freeze it, and you hope it never moves. Go back to the text. The Bible doesn't say that the Leviathan was destroyed. It says it was placed, contained, left in the sea. And that's not mythology. That's protocol language. So when this ice starts melting, and the government suddenly rush to explain everything as natural, you should have one question. What happens when the lid come off? Think about all the earthquakes that was happening. Think about the huge underwater caverns that man has never discovered. They're calling the Leviathan the doomsday monster. Now hear me out. Didn't they just say the doomsday clock just got closer than it ever been to hitting that number where the whole world, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, says outhouse blue water blue t-shirt and tie. It's that urinal shit.
All right, it's in the regular dictionary. The word bless means to consecrate. Now, that's the word we're going to look up in a hot minute. But see, in the brackets, it's from Middle English blessin, from Old English bletsion, bledsion. To consecrate originally means with blood. It does mean to bleed a thing. And my people are blessing one another all day long, and my brothers are bleeding to death in the streets. What did I say? When you have melanin, what are you doing to reality? You're creating it and destroying it. Melanated, Europeans create nothing except the images. They program them into your mental computer, and you, as the melanated superconductor, transmute and transmogrify their images and their program, their planned goals, and you make them reality. You have the power to create reality, and you have the power to destroy reality. And if enough of you get in
I remember that one. I think it was Ryan Dunn. Pretty sure it was Ryan Dunn.
So when you turn against your higher self, you suffer. So the first thing you do is the spirit will tell you to do one thing, your lower nature tell you to do the other. And most of the time you follow the lower nature. And as soon as you fuck up, you say, damn, I told you to do the other shit. You didn't know, you thinking it's a thought. That's your high self saying, fool. I know all. You see, you supposed to have done this. That's your higher self. So, breaking it down and say you got an angel on the right of you and an angel on the left of you, which is actually high nature, lower nature. And the angel on the right of you will tell you every damn time, you need to do this shit. And it'll always tell you first. Because you always ask the question first. Because you're asking the Akashic Records, which is the melanated computer. What should I do? And it gives you the damn answer. But then you start rationalizing and intellectualizing. And then you go to the lower nature. Oh, fuck that shit. Yeah, I can do it this way. Boom. You done fucked up. So when you turn against God, it's not turning against a God up there. The God up there don't exist. It's only a big ball of energy that don't give a fuck whether you live or die. But what God are they talking about? They're talking about your higher self, which is God, because that is connected to God and is one.
You know, sometimes I think they just want us to run on the simulation as NPCs. But being an NPC is no fun. You know what I'm saying? Why would I continue to subjugate myself to something that ain't really suiting me? You know what I'm saying? Don't make sense to me. But I wouldn't be doing none of that shit on jackets, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. That's some white shit. You know what I mean? You can't be doing none of that shit. I only laugh at it as entertainment. So that's what it was. It was entertainment.
Other corporations. A lawyer can only represent you as a corporation. And let me ask you a question, Ann. Can your corporation run a red light?
No. My corporation cannot run a red light.
No. So he's giving you an affidavit of fiction because he works for a legal fiction and he's trying to get you to respond to the legal fiction. And if he can't get you to respond to the legal fiction, he can't contract with you. In that case, what you want to do is let him commit the crime. We're going to operate on acceptance. Not that we're trying to trap him or anything. We're just trying to educate him, right? So the first thing you could ask a police officer is, excuse me, sir, are you attempting to traffic my person? And the person is the all caps corporation. Okay? And he's going to say no because he doesn't know better, and that's okay. But what he's ultimately doing is he's giving you a ticket, an affidavit of fiction, and that's got a 30-day notice. You've got a choice to show up at court, right? You know that if you don't show up at court, you're presumed guilty, right? And you know that they're going to then sell that as a debt instrument. But what you don't know is that in every court case, they're going to open up a trust in your name. Now, did you give them permission to do that?
And I did not.
And then what they're going to do is they're going to put 3 bonds in that trust. They're going to put a bid, a performance, and a payment bond in there. And then they're going to basically trade you on through your Sesta KV trust, which you didn't even know you had, and they're going to make anywhere from $2 to $5 million per traffic violation. And technically, in the background, they are then selling those as debt instruments. The courts are selling them as debt instruments up to the Treasury.
That's right.
So they're making good money on issuing traffic violations, and that's why they have a quota. So what you could do is you could turn around and grab an affidavit of truth, because in an affidavit of truth, it's all common law. So you leave the court systems completely behind because they're all corrupt at this point. They're all just administrative maritime courts. And what you can do is you can operate. So imagine you're on a playing field down here, Ann, and this is maritime. We're going to take it to a playing field up here. And by the way, the playing field down here, we're like in the football field, and we're all the way back to the 1-yard line because no one ever taught us how to play offense. So I'm about to take you to a football field right above that. You're going to fly right over to the end zone because you're operating in truth, and no one can rebut truth. So you're going to give them words that no man can gainsay. And in your affidavit of truth, you're going to say in that affidavit There is no evidence that you didn't just hold me at gunpoint and attempt to traffic my person. There's no evidence that you're not working for a foreign corporation. There's no evidence that you are actually, in fact, a police or policy enforcer for the original republic. There is no evidence that you haven't signed an oath or have signed an oath to we the people, right? So what we are going to do with this affidavit of truth is we're reasonable. It's a negotiable instrument. So this officer can choose to either sign an oath to we the people, or he can choose to resign. He can do anything he wants. He can negotiate this instrument. But technically, he's taking a personal liability with every single ticket that he issues because he is working for a crime syndicate. And because he doesn't know that, that's okay. But in common law, every single man or woman is accountable for their deeds on this earth. So they have to be notified. So you put them on notice. So in your affidavit of truth, not only should it have documentaries to wake this officer up and let him know what's really going on, because again, he's probably a good guy, doesn't know what's going on. But in this affidavit of truth, you can let him know that there are all these things he has to rebut. In other words, he has to prove. You're giving him you're forcing burden of proof back on him that he has, in fact, signed an oath to we the people. And he hasn't, so he cannot prove otherwise. And when you put it in a negative advertement statement, you're basically saying there is no evidence to show that you did not just do this. Now, this is a very powerful statement. A negative advertement statement is very different than asking them for burden of proof. I'm not saying, hey, under burden of proof, prove to me you didn't just do this. Prove to me there wasn't bank fraud. Under burden of proof, prove to me that you didn't just willingly traffic my person. They can't prove that. But if you say there is no evidence, you're asking him to come to a court of record with evidence. You're forcing him to prove his innocence. So you're saying there's no evidence to prove you didn't just hold me at gunpoint. Okay? And which is extortion. It's forced law. Okay? So when you do this, again, in your affidavit of truth, you give him a timeline. He's got 30 days to seek a trial by peers or to cure, or he is now personally liable. And you can rack up these charges to about $1 million a pop. So if some of the people knew this right now and they were serving affidavits back to police officers, we're really just flipping the playbook. And at that point, this becomes a debt instrument.
Well, I'll be. Peace, Frank. All right, Brody. Come back soon, bro. Come back soon.
Now, before that video blows up, I just want to say one quick thing about the orb that has entered this gentleman's home while he was on live, and recorded the video, posted it, and everything. Before I do any more investigating, I just want to say one thing that I believe that I know for sure about that situation, and that is that that man invited that orb into his home. In some way, shape, or form. Now, listen, I know I did joke about it breaking and entering. Some of them might be. Granted, they're highly intellectual entities. They don't need to knock on your door, okay? That's not what I'm saying. In this situation, this was not a James-esque situation where he's fallen over and had a seizure and started feeling sick and nauseous from extreme amounts of radiation. Maybe that's the only clue I have, but it was not a hostile situation. And it could have been. It could have gotten very messy. I do believe some way, shape, or form, spoken to telepathically, possibly, and he agreed for that orb to enter his home.
Remember that video I showed you guys about that dude that was over there fucking with that little thing that he found? Long butt plug thing that he had? It looked like an anal probe off of South Park. But remember when he turned it on and that dude ended up falling out? I don't know, he was unalived or something. I have no idea. But there was like lights in the background and shit. Like she said. In some way or form, he let them enter and didn't tell them to leave. So just remember, you have that power.
The whole point in being on this fucking realm, in this fucking reality, is to break out. We are trapped in a system that they are trying with all their might and all their power to contain us in, to keep us stagnant, to keep us in these fucking loops and patterns that are serving them and keeping us from discovering our true power and the true meaning of why we are actually here. We are here to experience life on this earth in this form. We are here to experience as much as we possibly can so that we can elevate through each experience. Every person you meet is a portal. Every interaction you have is a portal that leads you to another reality, because every decision you make puts you in a new fucking reality. And they don't want you to know that, because once you know that, you realize that you can change the entire world. You realize that when we all come together and we do this together, we create an entirely new reality, and we totally leave behind the old ones, because time is not linear. It's all happening right now. And they are trying everything they can in this time to suck us back in, because they know that this is a very pivotal point in history. They know that this is the time where we are all collectively realizing who the fuck we are. We are all collectively remembering our power, and we are all collectively breaking out of the fucking system that they have been trying so hard to maintain. Well, they can't maintain it anymore. That's why everything's fucking crazy. That's why everything's happening the way it is. That's why there's chaos all around you. That's why all of the truth is coming to light in ways that seem unimaginable and indescribable, because they're so fucking crazy. It's because the system is collapsing. The system is fucking breaking, bro. Because we are rising. We are elevating out of it, because that is the time in history that we are in. We are in the point in history where we are supposed to break free, break loose, experience life for what it really is and for all that it has to offer. And they don't want you to know that. That's why everyone is trying so hard to make you seem like you're fucking crazy if you know this stuff. You're not fucking crazy. You are fucking aware. You have become one with the truth. You have came back to yourself. You have found yourself again. You have found your voice. You have found your power. And it's all up from here, baby. It's all up from here, baby. Ah! I spit.
Yeah, Brianna was crashing out, but she was spitting facts, all right. Said think they're getting powers. Yeah, our powers is that we know what we can do now. You know what I'm saying? We know that we control our reality. Everything that we say is going to be brought into existence. That's why you're supposed to be thinking happy thoughts.
Dude, it's a
See? What happened to him?
Dates, but I do have a date for you. And along the process, I want you to remember to leave the world behind. You guys remember this was the date and the final scene towards the end of the movie? 9/17. Are we in the 9th month right now? And the message read, White House and major cities under attack by rogue armed forces. Elevated radiation levels detected near multiple population centers. Seek immediate shelter. And y'all remember, I told you that the West Coast would be affected the most? Hell, they even gave you the map. Now, if you look at this map that they had up, and you look at the key in the upper left-hand corner, it shows the level of disruption caused by the attack. High, substantial, moderate, or low. And I told you all, now let me get this right. I told you all what was in the Caribbean. I told you all if you've seen ships going towards Florida, Columbia, what was going down. I told you all if you've seen nuclear subs and nuclear ships headed towards that area, what was going down. And for some reason, Americans seem to think that you need nuclear.
Yeah, we don't need your hand to be held to know what's going down. You know what I'm saying? People with eyes can see. People without knowledge to see the shit, better start asking for it.
I'm a guy myself, amen. Feeling real cool in these Ray-Bans. Yeah, I'm focused on me, I don't care who pop. I don't care. You can feel the pain from my roof shop. Yeah. Still fam over, I ain't crew hopping. And I ain't gotta rap, I got a few options. Life keep going with a few obstacles. Take accountability, it's you stopping you. In the hood, all they care about is who dropping who. Taking score on these bodies and who robbing who. Now ask me if I care, I don't give a fuck. I'm vibrating high, I'm trying to live it up. Had a condo in AZ, it was 10 of us. We was driving Mr. to Vegas in rental trucks. Gotta keep pushing, gotta get it up. I'm at my damn daddy, ain't teach me nothing. Don't come around me trying to sell me something. You might be high with the feds, leave a trail or something. I remember it was sweet, I would mail a bundle. And I had to cut you off if you ever fumble. 10 toes tall, I ain't never stumble. And fuck a martial law, I ain't never running.
I ain't never run too. Let's get it.
I never thought about that.
With it if you want to get deep.
Oh yeah.
So you know it's all
yeah.
Masonic, right?
Yeah.
So this is why it's court. And anytime you go to court, he's supposed to be the referee. He's supposed to be on a level playing field, but he's already up here. So subconsciously, you're already submitting to him.
Right.
And then they use a language called stand down language. Like you sit down, and then just the tones and the way they use the words. But it's all so when you go in, you want to say, I remove all planes and all boxes from this courtroom. This will be a level playing field.
Absolutely.
I appoint you as my honor-bound, duty-bound fiduciary. Because they're the trustees. So what happens is they switch roles. Because with the Cesta K Vi trust, that's what it's called. Mm-hmm. If you look up the definition of Cesta K Vi, just look it up. It means beneficiary. You can only be the beneficiary of this trust. It's an insurance policy. You can only be the beneficiary of it. So when you go in there, they switch roles with you. It's a government contract out the gate. That's why I said, do you understand your charge? And then,
so even when you say, do you understand? You're under the law.
Stand under their jurisdiction.
Under the law, right?
Yeah. And then think about this. If I say please, that means to beg, right?
Right.
So they give you a plea bargain. You're begging for this bargain. Oh. You're giving up all your rights.
All your rights through the words.
All in the language.
All in the language because you decided you want to be white or black.
Right.
Because this called color of law. I know you've studied that color of law.
Yeah.
White or black, that's what they own. You have a right to a nationality. Right. And a lot of people don't know that their state is like their country.
That's deep. That was deep. That is so deep. Your state is your nationality. Being a man of the land, yo. Being a man of the land. Man, that shit was beatboxing my eardrums. I hear deep, 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 bouncing off of the firmament and shit, man. What the fuck?
NASA's Sun Simulator is officially headed to Antarctica. This mysterious, unmarked, massively armored cylindrical container was caught on video this week, leaving the port of Seattle, escorted by American heavy icebreakers USS Polar Star and USS Healy. Reports indicate NASA agents aboard the Polar Star and the Healy will transport the secret device over 5,000 miles south to a remote location away from tourists and prying eyes. Once deployed, it will artificially generate 24 hours of daylight above the ice wall, so the final experiment can say it proves their globe religion. The device was rushed through testing to meet TFA's deadline. The ships are also carrying secret technology and tons of military hardware, escorted by Navy destroyers, further proving the Antarctic Treaty is a lie. and that our Earth is not a spinning water ball. For more updates on this massive government deception, be sure to follow this page. Help us end the lies and reveal the truth. Support us, and we will never give you up. We will never let you down.
See, that was when King shit. He could have been here to explain it, but he ain't. Where you at, King? Where you at, bro?
Welcome to the rapture. You all don't even realize what's going on. This is an amazing time to be alive. For those of you that has been looking for true freedom, have you freed yourself? Are you stuck in their simulation? You know what a rapture is? Rapture. Let's look at the second definition. A state or experience of being carried away by overwhelming emotion. Does a certain situation have America overwhelmed with emotion? Keep up with me. To be a mystical experience in which the spirit is exalted to a knowledge of divine things. This doesn't mean what you're going to experience as a rapture, you're going to float off into heaven. This means that the great awakening is upon you right now. Are your eyes open? Is your heart open? Are you ready?
Are you awake? See, you see, I'm on the side of the red pill. Always will be. I don't want to be asleep. I like playing games. This game's starting to get a little fun. As an MC of my own, I think I see something. Knowing that I'm the son of my own, you know what I'm saying, .com, org, gotta learn how to shine so that everybody can get a little bit of light from mine, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Do you guys remember when they found tunnels in a synagogue below Brooklyn? And when the cops found the tunnels, the people in the synagogue got super violent and kind of, don't go in the tunnel. And then they found a mattress as well in that tunnel. What happened to that story? I feel like we heard a lot, saw a lot, but then nothing came of it.
You remember that? Nothing came of it. Whatever happened to that red mat? Bet you Donald Trump knows a lot about that. Shit, he's the reason why we found that. He's the reason why we found that.
Welcome to the rapture. You all don't even realize what's going on.
Barack Obama must be on the list. I mean, that's the only conclusion I could come to if I employ liberal logic, is he's on the list. So you guys have been screaming from the hilltops to release the list, something you didn't care about the previous 6 months, the previous 8 years, or the last 4 years under Biden, but you're demanding it now and saying if Trump doesn't release it, it's proof he's on the list. Congress went to recess. That's proof they're protecting me. He's on the list. There's photos 40 years ago of Donald Trump and Epstein. It's proof he's on the list. There's pictures with Biden. There's pictures with other politicians and celebrities, but I don't hear you screaming that they're guilty. So Donald Trump said, you know what? I've had enough. He ordered Pam Bondi, release it all. Release all of the grand jury testimony for Epstein's case. Pam Bondi and the DOJ put in the request, and it was denied. It was denied by a judge, U.S. District Judge Robin Rosenberg, who was nominated by Barack Obama in 2014. So if a Obama-appointed judge is denying the request of the DOJ to release that grand jury testimony of Epstein, she must be protecting Obama. She must be protecting Democrats. That's the only conclusion that I can come to, is taking these face value statements and movements.
Yeah, there's knowns and then there's unknowns. But there's also unknown unknowns. And you ask, what is that? Just because you know something doesn't mean that you know something that you know. Hmm? Think about it. They've been
The Board of Peace is replacing the United Sandman, right? So this is exciting for me. I don't know how you feel about it, but this agreement to have a Board of Peace will in fact replace the United Nations as well as replace the 66 international organizations that President Trump has removed us from. What is the Board of Peace? The Board of Peace was initially planned, they say, as a small group of world leaders to oversee the Gaza ceasefire plan.
Yeah, we see how that worked out. We see how that worked out. But y'all, that concludes tonight's show. I like to thank y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, we do this almost every night, 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Central Time Zone, 9:30. It's either gonna be a 3, 6, or 9 number. You can guarantee that. Okay, y'all. Guarantee that. But hey fam, appreciate y'all for coming out. Peace.
Friends are some of the fakest people you ever have in your life. Because friends will never allow you to just be yourself. Oh man, nigga, you sound like you're getting weak. Oh man, you sound like you get. They ain't gonna let you say, man, I'm hurt right now, homie. I feel like hurt. They gonna go tell somebody, man, nigga talking about killing himself. So friends don't check on nobody. Family go check on your family. Because friends have to fake with one another. Friends have to be fake in order for us to be real friends. I can't tell you, nigga, you wrong when you wrong.
I felt that. My bad. That shit hit me. That shit hit me, man. That shit touched me on another level.
Homie, friends don't let each other be who they really want to be, my nigga. I got to be who you want me to be so we can remain friends. If I tell you I don't like this, I don't want to kick that nigga, I don't want to rob that nigga, and we from the same hood, but we friends. I can't go against my friend because my friend gonna quit me. So if I'm really your friend, I can tell you no. I can tell you I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Say, homie, I'm on the phone with my girl. Can you cut this down? And you don't say, oh, man, nigga caking on the phone. My friend understand this is my girl. So when he heard me talking to my girl, he cut the music down. Without shaming me.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be.
The real flex is how many lives you can positively impact. It's not about cars, clothes, or clout. Influence means nothing if you're not helping somebody to grow. The legacy you leave won't be measured by what you had, but by who you helped. Real power